We need the community home here because the current facility that we have has been proven to be totally inadequate.
Currently, the shelter is in a building that is a pretty extraordinary building. That building served the town for many years. It was built in 1938 and it served the town till 1988. The building itself is a grand building, but it doesn't support all of the different functions that the Interfaith Council considers to be critical to the mission of transition. In 2010, the program has evolved to a transitional program, one that provides more services and one that has a different objective, that is, helping these men achieve independence. And for that, the old municipal building is not ideally suited.
The conditions there are pretty Spartan, and it's such a small place.
One of the things I don't like about being here is, I guess, the crowdedness, like 16 people in a room and things like that. But I know that's probably the best they can do. You don't have much privacy or space.
16 men living in 450 square feet. And there's another 16 beds in an adjacent room, slightly larger, but 32 people housed in less than 1,000 square feet.
I would like to see the new community house be built for the simple reason I think it would give men a much, much better chance to achieve their goal of getting back on their feet and getting a job and getting a home. They won't have the distractions that they presently have here at the old shelter.
We would have a regular health clinic in the new building with examination rooms and also dental chairs.
As a professional, I think the room that we use is incredibly inadequate. It doesn't give us the space that we need. It compromises the men's sense of privacy. And the thing I look forward to most in the new building is having a really good clinic.
Moving the new building was a dream that the agency's had for a long time. We're doing that to show people that, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You can move through this program and be successful.
All this put together, I believe, is going to give us a facility that supports the IFC program in all of its dimensions. In the first dimension, in the building on the ground floor that we're particularly excited about. One of them is a set of clinics, a dental clinic, a medical clinic, and a mental health clinic.
And it will offer so much more to our men. Clinic rooms where the doctors can meet with the men and talk about their issues or provide medical care, all of which will be private and hopefully secure feeling for the men.
A second cluster of rooms on the ground floor is for job counseling. The third area is that we're providing an exercise room, and the ability to exercise 12 months out of the year, regardless of the weather, we think is going to be a tremendous asset.
One of the things I heard at the planning board the other night is about the room's going to have a desk in it. You can't imagine how beneficial having a desk in your room would be. You know, having a place where you could read or study or write a letter, or a place where you can put your stuff in. When they have more space, it's going to be a better environment. And environment is everything.
All of the things that are needed in a safe and secure environment to help people get back on their feet. And that's what we would all want if we were in that situation.
So it's a very exciting thing that's happening. I am delighted that the town and the university has given us a beautiful piece of property. The location is ideal for what we want to do.
And I think when the community looks at this architecture, looks at the location, they'll find that it is going to be a tremendous addition to what we can do for this community.
What are the qualities of an ideal site? Being on a major transportation corridor is critical to achieving many of the goals of the IFC program mission. IFC depends on the work of volunteers, and our volunteers come from all over the community. And being on a major transit line helps volunteers access the facility. It has all of the utilities near the site that are necessary. It has adequate sewer, it has adequate water for a sprinkler system, which needs a large water main. It's near electric, it's near cable, it's near gas. The town had given this site an ONI2 zoning many years ago, and ONI2 is one of the zones within the town in which a facility like this can be located. The women at Home Start can come and take advantage of the medical clinic facilities that we're providing in this location. Another wonderful thing about this site is that it represents the very best of community partnership.
For 30 years, from 1969 until 1999, the Interfaith Council was in a building next to United Church of Chapel Hill. In those 30 years, they were great neighbors. And I know that not everyone has had the experience of 30 years of being neighbors with the Interfaith Council, but we have. And so when people spoke to us about the possibility of relocating the men's shelter to land adjacent to United Church, we welcomed it because we had confidence that the IFC would be a good neighbor once again.